Backyard. 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 Backyard.
Welcome to another edition of the Backyard. My name is Bo Brune.
Mike Buttenoff here.
And today we'll be kind of going through the chipping process to let the farmers know kind of what their moisture of their corn is, and just kind of let them know when they can actually chop and if it's too wet to chop or whatever. So I'll kind of, Mike's here. He's been out in the field for a couple weeks now gathering corn samples and everything like that. We get bring the whole stock in here, and we we'll kind of hold one up here, bring the whole stock in, corn and all. Then we run it through our chipper, and then we go through kind of a little process we're going to show you here in a little bit. But yeah, like Mike has a full corn stock here, and he's kind of ripping it in because what you want when the corn starts to kind of get on the ending stages, you could call it, it starts to dent. And there's little dents in each kernel here, just as it starts to dry up and everything. So that's kind of when you know the chipping, chopping process is about to begin. So
a little bit when we're out in the field, some of the things we do to get an idea. Take the cobs like that, look at them, look at the dents, like Bo said, and then pull the kernels apart and just kind of get a feel of what's in there. And I've been doing this for, I think it's 18 years. Yeah, bite the kernel, see how wet they are, and when you've done it a long time, it gives you an idea. You can also look where you went ahead and cut the stalk and see what moisture is there. Just some things that we also do before we get to this point where we're going to process it. So
after they've got it, they'll get like 5 or 6 of these stalks and kind of bring them into our warehouse where we have this process kind of set up. So we have our scale here with our bucket just to dump the matter into. We have our dryers over on this side, and then just a couple measuring bowls or whatever just to get some samples into before you put it on the scale.
This here would be an example of the chip material. We're probably not going to fire the machine up and chip any today, but this is what it looks like. This is a fairly wet sample. I'll just step over here. We can tell this one, if you can see the moisture, we can tell that's very wet. So that's a sample we chipped down this morning. It was starting to dent, and we know just by that it doesn't pay to take a half an hour. It's going to be 74.5 moisture, and going to be too wet to store well.
Yeah, exactly. But then after we get it off the chipper, we bring it over here to the table, and we just a little bowl just to put our matter in, whatever. And we got our scale here, and this scale kind of shows us the moisture level and then the dry matter that is going to come out of these samples. And so it's at 100 right now with this tub on here, and 100 dry matter, but then you'll put this in until it gets to 100%, and then you'll put her on the heater. So I'll just...
Yeah, what we're actually weighing is in grams. So it starts out, at 0% dry matter, 100% moisture, and then Bo just put in, you get her to 100 grams?
Yep, 100 grams.
So 100 grams. He dumps her in the basket. Yep. And what that little cylinder over there is, the two of them you see, it's got a heat unit right down in here and a fan. It blows hot air through here, and it takes approximately 30 minutes to dry samples. Some will be a little quicker, but we go 30 minutes, and then Bo weighs them back.
Weighs them out.
And
go ahead and grab, and we put it back on the scale. And then this will tell you what moisture is actually left in the matter itself. So we started at 100% moisture. Right now we're at 55, but you always want to give it a 2-point bump. Mike, why is that?
Yeah, this machine never gets 100% of the moisture out. It gets about 98% of the moisture out. So we just put 2 points back on because we know it isn't completely dry to get an accurate moisture.
Yeah.
So it's one of the neater things I think we do. We get right out. We go right to the fields. You physically look at the corn. You physically look at the cob, and you bring it all together, and then you get a little more scientific this way. So.
And you learn a little more. Like I've learned plenty of stuff, and this kind of helps me maybe put it all together from the chipping into the chopping aspect. But
Yeah, Bo's received another title. He's the chipping expert here at J&L. When the samples come into the store, he's been put in charge of this and doing a nice job to keep it accurate. So.
yeah,
Thanks
well,
again.
yeah, thank you. I'm Bo Brune, Mike Buttonoff. But visit us on our Facebook page, our website, thebackyard_perm.com, or give us a call at 218-346-7487, or just stop on in. We'd love to see you. All right, thanks. Bye.
Till next time.
Yard. 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 Yard.